Now, streaming live, this is KSLA News Now.
Well, thank you for joining us. You're watching KSLA News Now. I'm Jeff Horchak. Here's a look at some of our top stories tonight. The 10th and final New Orleans jail escapee is back in custody tonight after months on the run. Derek Groves was captured in Atlanta today after a standoff with local police and U.S. Marshals. The 27-year-old was convicted of the 2018 Mardi Gras murder of 2 men. Now, authorities say Groves was among the shooters who opened fire at a family party with an assault rifle. He and 9 other inmates broke out of the Orleans Justice Center in New Orleans back in May. Well, keeping you first alert, we're still following yesterday's deadly shooting where an 18-year-old boy was shot and killed. This all happened at A.B. Palmer Park on East 79th Street and Thornhill Avenue. When they arrived, the 18-year-old was in critical condition and later died. Now, this all happened during yesterday's National Night Out. SPD says the event hosted at the park was not a registered one. And Shreveport police also say the victim and the shooter knew each other, leading to an exchange in gunfire. Meanwhile, Shreveport residents and lawmakers have mixed feelings about Mayor Arceneaux's solution to removing the abandoned apartments all throughout the city. His solution includes a 2% surcharge on all water and sewer bills. Now, Mayor Arceneaux says the 2% surcharge is actually based on water use and will last for about 18 months. The mayor says this should add $1 to $2 to your bill. Now, according to the mayor, there are no federal or state grants to fund mass demolitions. The city council is inviting the community to share their opinions at public hearings in November before making a final decision in December. Well, if you've been following rapper and businessman 50 Cent on social media lately, you've seen that he's been pushing Shreveport as the place to be for entertainment. Now, he recently posted this on his Facebook page, quote, "You might want to work with me. I'm not playing. TV will never be the same. Shreveport is the new wave," end quote. And happening tonight, Shreveport Mayor Tom Arceneaux celebrates both his birthday and his reelection. Tonight at the 421 Texas Event Center, the mayor, with his family and friends, was there to celebrate the announcement. And Mayor Arceneaux was sworn in as Shreveport's 57th mayor in December of 2022. Shreveport's next mayoral election is November 2026. The KSLA's Marvin Andrade will have more on the mayor's announcement tonight at 10, including a special guest who joined in on the big celebration.
Now, KSLA First Alert Weather.
Hey, let's take a look at those weather headlines. And we got some dry weather. That's really our big headline. No rain at all over the next 7 days. It's going to be a dry forecast. We do have some comfortable days, though. Much cooler nights ahead of us as that humidity starts to drop. And summer does return next week, but we won't worry about that yet. Let's enjoy some of the cooler days that we have, at least over the next few days. Here's a look at the next several hours. Temperatures will drop out of the 70s and eventually into the low to mid 60s out there tonight. So it's going to be a little bit cooler tonight in most areas. 65 in Shreveport, 64 in Natchitoches, and even a handful of 50s. Not so many of them, but a few of them showing up there in southwestern Arkansas. Here's that forecast for tomorrow. Beautiful Thursday. A lot of sunshine all day long. After a cool and comfortable start, we'll be up around 80 degrees by your lunch hour. We'll get back into the mid 80s for tomorrow afternoon, but we're not going to have a lot of humidity, so that is definitely going to make it feel pretty comfortable across the area. 86, that's our forecast high in Shreveport. 84 Texarkana, 85 in Mansfield, 86 down in Natchitoches, and about 84 degrees in Marshall. And then by tomorrow night, check out these overnight lows, mid 50s. That's what you're going to wake up to on Friday morning. So there's your taste of fall right there. But again, it's not going to last very long. Humidity drops as we head through the next couple of days, and it stays very comfortable through the weekend as well. So this is going to be a really good weekend to get outside and just kind of soak in at least that more comfortable air while it's here. Looking at the rainfall outlook of the next 6 to 10 days, not much rain expected. It is going to be a pretty dry, pretty quiet forecast for the next 6 to 10 days, and even over the next 8 to 14 days, still not a lot of changes in our weather. So that's why I mentioned it's going to stay pretty dry, and it's going to be here for a while. Here's that 7-day forecast. So pretty comfortable, mid 80s for the next couple of days. Look at those overnight temperatures, upper 50s to low 60s Thursday night and maybe even again Friday night. Looking ahead to the weekend looking pretty nice, highs around 90, but we're not going to have a lot of humidity. And then that summer warmth will return to our forecast with temperatures back in the low to mid 90s by Tuesday and Wednesday.
Well, thanks, Matt. That wraps up our 9 p.m. Fastcast. You can join us right here for our next newscast at 10 o'clock tonight. As always, stay first alert to any breaking or developing news in the Ark-La-Tex by simply downloading our KSLA News 12 app. We'll see you back here in about an hour.